So, guys, a brand new trailer from the CW network has just dropped for the new Kung Fu 2021 series. And yes, this is a kind of remake, but more original version of the Kung Fu series starring David Carradine that a lot of people loved, that I always found problematic, considering we had a white guy pretending to be half Chinese. And then, of course, the fact that Bruce Lee wasn't allowed to be in the original Kung Fu series that he created himself because he was too Chinese to play Chinese. That's always been a problem. And I'm really waiting for a lot of people to review this that are going to have an anti woke or anti progressive attitude because that seems to be fun for most people. I mean, honestly, I think the hatred towards shows like this and Batwoman, and anything that shows progression or that people are accused of being woke about is because progression is scary and a lot of people don't want to be woke. I mean, they just like naps. So it is what it is. But this looks really good. It's starring Olivia Long, and it has an almost predominantly, all predominantly Asian cast, which is very interesting because they normally don't do that on networks. So I am excited about this. And yeah, I want to check out this trailer and see what Kung Fu is about.
To truly master Kung Fu, you must find peace. Peace
Oh, that's
in your
pretty.
family.
Peace and my family don't really go together.
Golden Child's back, baby.
I don't think I'm gonna go to law school anymore.
Walk in like a boss where my money at.
You been training since you got back?
Does fighting gangsters count?
I'ma take your girl, she can keep saying.
Thanks for the assist. You're a kung fu butt-kicking hero?
On the A list, you a C
There's a
grade.
girl. She's in trouble. I stepped in.
Stepped in. It look like you got you
More like punch and kick.
I'd live for this stuff.
You took down an army by yourself.
You basically walked on air.
It was physics. This is what I meant to do.
Kung Fu. New series starts Wednesday, April 7th. Free next day only on the
Okay, I like it so far. I do see that this potentially is going to be flamed by, again, the anti-progressives and the anti-wokes, the anti, everything, in terms of believing that a female can take on men twice her size, and the anti people who feel like their show is being disrespected, the original concept of kung fu, and how dare they do a reboot and not only gender bend but also race bend every character. Like, I could see this being a thing. And I don't think it helps that this is going to be on the Wednesday nights, which was traditionally Arrow's air date, I believe. I want to say he was on Wednesdays, especially in the beginning. I want to say the first few seasons was on or were on Wednesday nights, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's when they did the Arrow slot. So if she's in the Arrow slot, yeah, it's gonna be problematic for a lot of people. But I think it's cool. I mean, I was down with it when they announced it because, I mean, to me, it just seems like a way of making up for the fact that the original series was whitewashed. Um, and a lot of people are into Warrior. I haven't had a chance to see this. I think it's on Cinemax or HBO, and apparently Shannon Lee is one of the producers, and it's more aligned with what Bruce Lee's concept was for this series. But again, it's its own vision. It's its own story. It's a separate universe. It's the same thing with Charmed and all these other ones, Roswell, New Mexico, all these other shows that are being redone. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're good or bad, but I mean the jury's still out because it is on the CW, and sometimes they do have a way of kind of not following continuity and plot. But I don't know. I'm gonna give this a chance because it looks really, really good, and I think so far Olivia Long is going to be excellent as Nikki Chen. I think Nikki Chen's playing a college dropout who something happens and she leaves her home to go train, and has to come back and deal with her family in order to fully understand kung fu, which is cool. I think that's cool. And she's gonna have to take on like the triad and all these different criminals because her home is kind of being overrun by crime, and I'm okay with that. That's literally every comic book plot of non-powered characters that I've ever seen and or read about. So I'm completely okay with this. I think it's gonna be very cool. But that is my opinion, guys. I want to know what you think. So please leave me a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to sign up for jury duty, hit the subscribe button. If you like news next in their bell, hit the notification bell. Until next time, I can't wait for you to approach the nerd. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, but hey, the party doesn't have to stop now. Click on one of these videos and keep it going.